hot day in July of 2009, a few months after the election. It was one of the warm days during that month. That's how I remember it. We don't get too many of those. I think it was 85 degrees. It was 85 degrees. And Lillian and I had just finished dinner and a nice glass of wine. And I said, Lillian, I want to watch TV and see what's happening. And the whole TV cast was about the Braidwood Commission and the tasering at the airport. And I said to Lillian, that's good, you know, that's good stuff. They need to give that coverage because that was an event that should be reported and shouldn't ever happen again as it happened. So I was quite pleased with it all. And then all of a sudden, the announcer says, the government of Canada has reached agreement with the government of BC, and the government of BC is going to adopt the HST. And I jumped out of my chair. I said, Lillian, this is crazy. And I became so upset that the next morning I was still upset, and I'm turning on stations to see if anybody's saying anything about it. Nobody said anything. And Lillian said, why don't you go to your computer and type a letter to the media, and then you'll get all that frustration out of you. So I sat down and typed this letter to the media, and the Vancouver province responded immediately, and I ended up going to Richmond to meet the reporter. He was a smart guy, brought a camera, put my head by a stop sign, it made the front page, and the rest is history. We've been at it for 2 years, because I couldn't handle it. But you know, thank you. The tax is a problem. Democracy, of course, needs to be tackled. And the tax, if we don't get it now, it'll be with us forever. They're now telling us, and the advertising frustrates me and upsets me terribly, when they show the 10% as though it were already in effect, and it's only a promise for 3 years from now. And as Chris mentioned, 3 years from now, who knows what might have happened? We could have another government. We could also have unfortunately, some disaster happen and the government come back and say, we can't do it now, maybe another time. Any number of things can happen. But they need something to try to brainwash us with all this misinformation. I'm so impressed with people. I was picking up a few groceries this afternoon on my way back from getting a flat tire fixed. And the guy in the grocery store comes up to me and said, you know, Mr. Vander Zalm, I thought, oh, is he for or against? I don't know. He said, I'm so glad to see what you and the others are doing. He said, we've got to stop this HST. And before I knew it, there was 4 or 5 people around, and they were all saying, yeah, those ads are misleading. They're a bunch of lies. We don't believe it. They're spending millions of dollars. They must think we're a bunch of dummies. What's the matter with these people? That's the message coming through, and that will kill them and their campaign to keep this bad tax in place. We're going to win it, folks. We're going to win it together. We're going to do it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bill Vander Zalm. I think we should note that we did actually invite